56 degrees outside.
A record number of openly gay appointees to the Obama administration, and there are other gay men and women who perhaps wish to remain, keep their lives secret, who also are in the Obama administration, perhaps as judges as well.
Yeah, in fact, a record number, I believe, somewhere close to 150, and he's only been in the office for 2 years, so that sort of says something about the issue, something that was brought up yesterday, not really gotten any coverage, though, but that is what we are talking about this morning with Garth Mayer over at KTVB. Morning again, Garth.
Hey, Garth.
Hey, good morning, Bob and Callie. Yeah, President Obama campaigned very strong among the gay and lesbian community when he ran for the White House in 2008, has recently pressed Congress to lift the military's don't ask, don't tell policy. And, of course, he was even criticized by the homosexual community for not doing enough here about 6 months ago. Less than halfway through his 1 4-year presidential term, President Obama has already appointed more openly gay government officials than any other president in U.S. history. According to gay activists, he's made about 150 openly gay appointments. That's a number far surpassing even the last two administrations together. The positions range from agency heads to commission members. Gay and lesbian activists say President Obama's at least partially fulfilling his promise to make his administration diversified. And even though the majority of Americans oppose gay marriage and have turned it down in every state where it has gone before voters, President Obama has been a very strong supporter of gay rights groups. He's the first president in U.S. history as well to ever appoint a transgender to his administration. It was Amanda Simpson, who was appointed as a senior technical advisor in the Commerce Department. So President Obama very aggressive with his appointment of homosexuals. Christian conservatives, of course, criticizing President Obama for upholding what is considered by many an immoral lifestyle. Add to that, last week, we find a new study reveals 1 in 10% of teenagers now have a same-sex partner for their relationship. According to the research, that is double the number just 8 years ago. In 2002, only 5% of teenagers say they had a same-sex partner. Today, it is 10%. It was in 1996 that the last Democrat president, Bill Clinton, signed the Defense of Marriage Act, which means the federal government would not recognize same-sex marriage. And since then, 5 states and Washington, D.C. have granted same-sex marriage licenses only by legislation, judicial ruling, never by voter approval. What do you think? The acceptance of homosexuality pushed hard by the gay rights activists. Will it be the fall of this country? 593-5822.
I'm not in agreement with any of that. But what we need to do is stop the hate. Because what if a gay is capable of fulfilling a job to its highest capacity? That gay has the intellectual level to complete a position in the government, but you're going to kick them to the curb because they're gay?
Pretty soon we're going to have a gay president, and that would be the worst. The will of the people isn't being followed. We the people doesn't count anymore. It's what the president and his little group wants. They're getting it passed, and we don't have any say-so. It's terrible. We say no in the voting booths that we don't want them, and then they pass it anyway.
The fall of America happens when you rob someone's pursuit of happiness. Homophobia is the new racism.
I do know that there's more gays in Washington, D.C. than there is in San Francisco or Southern Florida or anywhere in this nation. I mean, there's twice to 3 times as many gays in Washington, D.C. than there is in San Francisco. So if he hired a bunch of them, probably because that's all he had, the only one that was there to work. So, I mean, you need help, But as far as being a downfall of this country,
the gays should have the same rights as anybody else.
Yeah, I believe it'd be the fall of the United States. The main reason is because the preachers all over the United States is not speaking against the different things that the government is doing. They're not serving the Lord.
Yes, the gay issue definitely will be a downfall of America. Obama has to go.
Goes right back to the Bible in Genesis, even in Sodom and Gomorrah days, and that's why God destroyed the world because of wickedness and stuff was going on. And not only that's going on and stuff, you got your robbers, you got your child molesters, you got people killing up children and stuff. It's just going all the way back to Revelation and everything. The Bible is fulfilling, and you know what? I'm sorry to say this, but if Obama was a Christian, he wouldn't be even doing this.
I challenge all the Christians out there to go to their preachers and ask them, what do we do with these people who are born with both sexual organs? Should we just burn them at the stake? Is that what the preachers want us to do? People are born, men are born with female brains sometimes, females are born with men's brains sometimes. It's a scientific proof. It's not imaginary. I think the true downfall of this country will be because of the religious right and their extremist views.
In the Bible, it says that in the beginning, God made man and God made woman and told them to multiply. And I believe that the gay people, this is a man-made thing. This is not from God. And I do think it will be the downfall of our nation. I really do.
I think the whole issue with homosexuality is a bit overblown. We seem to be so conscious of being politically correct. According to most of the statistics, homosexuals only occupy about 7% of the population. So why are we spending 30% of our time talking about it?
Yeah, the last viewer makes a very good point. It's because the 7% are pushing the agenda on the other 93%. You can't avoid the issue. Everybody whispering about it. We're talking about it. Will the acceptance of homosexuality in this society be the downfall of America? 593-5822. Will it be that which destroys American society as we know it right now? You see it everywhere, accepted at every level, and certainly in the entertainment industry since the late 1980s, all over. Gay characters on television shows, in the movies, so on and so forth. What do you think? The acceptance of homosexuality will be the downfall of this country? 593-5822 if you want to weigh in this morning.
Again, the last caller hit the nail on the head, Garth. Obviously, the mainstream media, Hollywood, caters to less than 10% of the population. They have a very strong voice in this country, politically and in pop culture as well.
Yeah, you can't avoid the issue. Two major reports out in the last couple of days, one being 1 in 10 teenagers has a same-sex partner, double the number of just since 2002, and President Obama in less than 2 years appoints more openly gay appointments to his administration than any other president in U.S. history, also the first transgender appointment of any U.S. president. How do you avoid it in the news? Well, we're talking about what the facts are. Do you think the acceptance of homosexuality will be the fall of America? 593-5822.
Some great comments this morning, Garth. A good topic as always.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning.
We'll do it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.